Steve Hill is the head of U.S. Sales and Service for General Motors. And Steve, you've launched this new campaign I want to hear more about that you're calling
Shop, Click, and Drive.
Shop, Click, and Drive.
Right.
Okay, tell us about that.
Well, it's pretty simple, really. I mean, people are busier today. We have millennials entering the market that have never in the market before. They want a different shopping experience, right? So we developed a tool. It's called Shop, Click, and Drive, and it allows you to fundamentally take yourself all the way through the purchase funnel if you want, or stop anywhere along the purchase funnel and exit off to go see a dealer. So you can shop inventory, you can shop price, you can decide on your accessories, you can get pre-approved for your credit, you can select the vehicle, and then finally, when you're ready to consummate the deal, you just click what dealer you want to go to, and you fundamentally complete the transaction in the traditional brick and mortar and take delivery of your vehicle. What we see is that when people go to dealerships now, time is so precious. So, the old transaction where it took you 4 or 5 hours to buy a car, that's just not relevant today. So these people that have gone through Shop, Click, and Drive, they have an opportunity to, fundamentally complete the transaction in the dealer in maybe an hour or 90 minutes, which is really, really paid off well.
How much have you deployed this? Is it throughout the dealer body?
Yeah, we have about 1,800 dealers, and the majority of our volume involved in this. And I got to tell you that the dealers that are involved, it's been terrific. We measure leads. We measure leads and we measure lead closure. No question about it, the leads that we generate on Shop, Click, and Drive are the highest lead closures that we have of all the dealers, all the leads that we forward to dealers.
And if it's working well in the U.S., any thoughts of taking this elsewhere in the world?
That's excellent. Actually, we just met a couple weeks ago. We're going to be rolling out a similar tool, not exact, but a similar tool in China, and a very, very similar tool in South America. So that's one of the advantages of GM having a global footprint. I have counterparts all around the globe, and we sit around once a month and decide what's working. And boy, I like that idea. Let's bring it here to the U.S. or vice versa.
Here we are on the floor of the National Auto Dealers Association convention. What are you hearing from dealers? And conversely, what are you telling them?
Well, I tell you, what you're hearing fundamentally is that 2014 was really a great year. There's no question we had some headwinds coming at us here at GM, but, the strength of our dealers really pulled us through. And the brands that I'm responsible for, believe it or not, we were up 6.3%. The industry was up 6.2%. So you're better to be up a little bit than down a little bit from a share perspective.
Always.
So it was really strong. Profitability is the strongest that I can remember in my career, and I've been around a while. So really good margins from the dealers. And let's face it, dealers, they're in this to make money, and the returns on the General Motors brands are pretty darn strong right now. So the mood of the dealers, I would say, here at NADA is the best I can remember in a very long time.
What's your message to them? You had a great year. What's your message to them for 2015?
It's all about how our business is evolving. Like I mentioned, Shop, Click, and Drive, or business development centers, or the fact that you got to have a DRAC for a customer that comes in for service. You have equity mining tools. These are new terms to dealers, but the dealers that are really hitting it out of the park and really having double-digit gains, they're embracing these tools. And our job as the factory, more or less, is to make sure that we share these best practices across all 4,000 of our dealers.
Real good. Steve Hill, thanks so much for your time today. Very interesting.
Yeah, thank you.
That's great. Keep tuning in. We're going to have even more yet coming from the floor at NADA.